الشرطة والمدينة من أبناء الجالية اليمنية الأمريكية، فأرجو أن ننهض جميعا ونحتفل فيهم. أبناء اليمن في أمريكا العاملين في الشرطة, the Yemeni Americans who are working with the city of New York, are NYPD officers from the Yemeni American community. Approximately 2,200 Muslim officers in the NYPD. فريق جمعية التجار اليمنيين الأمريكيين, وهي منظمة تعمل في الشأن العام اليمني الأمريكي. منظمة أسست Yama was founded after the bodega strike, and it's serving the close to 10,000 Yemeni American merchants around the United States, among them 5,000 inside the city of New York, in the city of New York.
I'm losing my marbles. And of course we have all the way from the...
تعمل داخل الأمم المتحدة على رأسها الأخ محمد علاء وعزيز زيد وعدد من أبناء الجالية اليمنية الأمريكية يعملون على إعانة اليمن والجالية اليمنية الأمريكية من داخل الأمم المتحدة. منظمة organization that's working in the humanitarian field. It helps during these tough time Yemen, and it has sent يمن يونايتد فريق كرة القدم يرأسه رئيس الجالية اليمنية الأمريكية الأستاذ فتح علاية والكابتن أحمد راشد مدرب الفريق. يمن يونايتد is here today. أبناؤنا العاملين في مجال الطيران, أملاء Arab American Aviation, الكابتن أكرم حاتم, يحيى عبيد, حبيب العاهري, وأبناء والأشبال اليمنيين الأمريكيين العاملين. They are represented شيخ حمود الصلوي, فتح علاية, إن العديد من وجهاء الجالية, the Bronx Wolves. And Ultramote Foundation, more than 5,000 students from Yemen are that is serving and is a very contributor to the Yemeni American community. In Secure Cash, هي armor company owned by Yemeni Americans. Mercy Bakery, مخبز الرحمة في اليمن, يوزع خبز يوميا للفقراء. صفحة قد تكون في الفيسبوك ولكنها من خلالها اليمنيين الأمريكيين. واشنطن للدراسات الاستراتيجية, واشنطن سنتر فور يمن دون الحديث عن البن, دون الحديث عن القهوة. وفي الآونة الأخيرة شركات يمنية أمريكية ناشئة.
A few words and welcome the crowd, and then we are going to begin with the rest of our speakers.
Thank you very much, sister. You know, it's been an honor to be the president of Yama. Yama is an organization that serves the community and also serves the merchant of Yemen. We have about 3,000 to 4,000 stores in the city of New York. And you know what that means. That means we are part of the fabric of New York City. I also want to thank all the political leaders from Brooklyn, from Bronx, from all over the city of New York to really participate this great day of Yemeni Heritage Day. Yemeni Heritage Day is something that we all should be proud to let people know about our culture, how we dress, how we do things, and that's what we need to do to show the New Yorkers about our culture. You know, I'm going to tell you one story. I came to New York City in 1977, which is a long time. I need to tell you this, that there was only 2 students in Brooklyn that used to go to the mosque. But how proud I am to see that we are thousands, hundreds of thousands for a fact, in New York City. And I also want to thank all of you for really being very proud and coming here and participate in this great day for Yemeni Americans in Brooklyn, and also the day we showed ourselves in the Bronx and also the day we celebrated the Yemeni revolution in Bay Ridge. These are days that we should all be involved with, and to show people, yes, we are Yemenis, but we are also American, and New York is over here in New York. Thank you very much, and peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
شكرا عبد السلام مبارز رئيس جمعية التجار اليمنيين الأمريكيين وشخصية منذ فترة وهي تعمل من أجل اليمنية الأمريكي.
There, we are so honored and humbled to have had her march with us and now give a few remarks. Welcome,
ارفعوا أيديكم، صفقوا لهذه العملاقة التي تقف دائما مع المجتمع اليمني الأمريكي من قرار الحظر حتى الدايفرسيتي winners to everything. هذه عضوة مجلس النواب دائما معكم.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I know that we have a lot of elected officials here, including the mayor, Bill de Blasio. What a day. I am so proud of the Yemeni community. Dr. Debbie Amuntasser, thank you so much because you have the foresight. When I went back in January 2017 to JFK, together with Congressman Jerry Nadler, the very day that Donald Trump issued the Muslim ban, I didn't wait for the cameras and TV to be there. I went there to challenge Donald Trump and to say, no on outer hour. That is not who we are. We embrace diversity, and I am proud of the contributions that Yama has made in just a year. After, well, a month after January and the bodega strike, you organize. And that is what I always say. Don't agonize, organize. And I am so proud of this community. You are resilient, you have persisted, and we will fight until we achieve peace in Yemen. And because of you, the Biden administration has seized our intervention in Yemen with the Saudi regime because it is wrong. So thank you so much for having me here. I am proud to represent you in Washington. We'll continue to fight for diversity visas. We'll continue to fight for TPS for those who that are fleeing the war in Yemen. God bless you, and thank you for all the jobs that you create. Your entrepreneurial spirit is something that really makes New York great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman, for being with us, for marching with us, and most importantly, being with us in Washington, D.C., being our voice with our beloved sisters, Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. Thank you. And now I would love to introduce the mayor of the city of New York, Bill de Blasio. Bill has been a true friend to the Yemeni American community, to the Muslim American community. The last 8 years have been extraordinary under his leadership. We have never seen a city hall that had so many American Muslims or a police force that had so many American Muslims. And it is because of his vision and his inclusion to make sure that every voice is at the table of power. And it is our honor to have Mayor de Blasio here today to greet you. But also, I want to take this opportunity for us to celebrate all that he has done in the last 8 years. Thank you, Mayor de Blasio.
Debbie, thank you. Everyone, this is a beautiful sight today. Have I told you you look beautiful? And this is what New York City is about, and this is what America is about right here. All of us together in one cause. I want to say a special thank you to Debbie Almontasser, who has been a leader for decades, fighting for equity, for understanding, for true inclusion, because that is our way forward. And it was sometimes a lonely struggle. But I'll tell you, I always heard her voice because I knew it was a voice of conscience. So let's thank Debbie for all she has done. And now I'll start where I should have started. Assalamu alaikum. Everybody, we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot to do to bring us together still. And when we look around the world, sometimes it gets hard. It gets hard to feel hope. I know all of you are feeling the pain of your homeland. And to see other countries victimize the people of Yemen, that's painful, that's challenging, that gives us sometimes a sense of what can we do differently? Or even the challenges we faced in this country in recent years where we saw hatred grow. When we thought our destiny was to reduce hatred, increase understanding and tolerance, and yet we saw hatred grow again. We saw racism and nationalism, Islamophobia, so many of the things that we thought we were farther along in eradicating, they seem to come back stronger than ever. And again, sometimes it's hard to feel hope. But I have a message of hope for you today. And Debbie made the point, when you look at the NYPD today, over 1,000 American Muslims proudly serving, keeping us all safe, every single one of us, and we are so proud of them. When you look at City Hall and our city agencies, yes, American Muslims in key positions of power and influence, serving everyone with distinction. When you look at the policies we changed, because the surveillance of the Muslim community was wrong, and we stopped it, and we proved it could change. Because all of the efforts to exclude people were wrong. They made us weaker, not stronger. We proved we could change. In this city, one of the great things about New York City is we proved to the world change is possible. And even in the toughest moments of the previous presidential administration, I'm not naming names, in the previous presidential administration, this community fought back. When you were confronted with exclusion, you fought back. And you registered voters. And you turned people out to vote, and you helped change this city, this state, this country. And that gives me hope. That those forces who want to take us backwards will ultimately be defeated. So everyone, listen. I want to thank you, because I know it is hard to struggle for change every day. I know it is hard to put up with the misunderstanding and the bias and the discrimination. I know it's never easy. It's a weight. It's a weight you carry you shouldn't have to carry. But you're proving every day that we can change things. You have great leaders like Debbie and Naji and so many of the leaders here who prove, if we are organized, if we are unified, if we come out and show people the good in the community, the good in the city, the good that can be, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Look around you today, feel the inspiration I'm feeling, that this is the beginning of something bigger and better for all of us. Thank you all. God bless you.
4 years ago, we as a community were demonized.